Hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, request everybody to settle down. We're going to join live. It's a web conference, so we'll have people from rest of India and Germany who's going to join the call. Request everyone to keep their mobile phones on silent, please.
Hello, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Feels like time just flies away.
Hello, test, test. Yes, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hello. Yes, we
Hello.
can. We can. We can. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Lothar is in the interview, so he should be here in 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
perfect. Yes, yes. Yes, I can. Everything good? The picture is looking all
Yes,
right?
all clear. All clear. All good.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
A lot of our media friends from across the country have also joined us. If you can hear me, we will be starting in about 5 to 10 minutes. Lothar Matthäus will join us from Germany. He's just finishing an interview. So 5 to 10 minutes is all we will take, and we will start this afternoon's program. So all of you who have joined us from across the country, I will come to a lot of you to ask questions directly of Lothar and my colleagues in Calcutta here in the auditorium, here in the venue. A lot of us will have questions to ask, so just bear with us for 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, gentlemen, we're just starting, so request to keep your phones on silent.
Hello, hello, hello. Didi, please. Yeah, yeah. Didi, please. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. It's a very, very fine moment for the Indo-German relationship through football. Today we gather in Munich and Kempski, the great moments for football to the world, not only to India, Germany. Today with me, the great, great Lothar Matthäus with us and unveiling what is the story for he's here. And also welcome Lothar. And then with me, Mr. Didi Barstoffer, the CEO of Ingolstadt, former national team player. And also with us, Mr. Sachin is an honorable consul in Munich. And we also with us, Mr. Tamal Ghoshal, chairman of Sachi Sports, and also Rahul Todi, the energetic person behind the Sachi Sports, managing director at Sachi Sports. And I just to talk about few things, 2 minutes time, 1 minute time that today we are unveiling the Lothar as our brand ambassador for Bengal Super League. And I would like to talk to Tamal Ghoshal. Yeah, sorry. I think our general constituency, Senator, should say something and unveil as an ambassadorship to Lothar, then we start a process. Yeah, so.
Thank you, Kaushik. What a great honor to have Lothar Matthäus as a person who will build the footballing connections between India and Germany. I congratulate Bengal Super League for having him on board. India-Germany football relations have really expanded, and I have on my right side Mr. Didi Barstoffer from FC Ingolstadt, and he just recently hosted 5 players from Shahdol, the Brazil of India, and they had a coaching stint there. That was fantastic. There are several club-to-club partnerships. Stuttgart is supporting clubs in India, and so is FC Ingolstadt. And I'm sure the Bengal Super League's relations with Lothar Matthäus, a legend of the game, will further give a big boost to Indo-German football relations. So thank you and best wishes to this new partnership.
So I think Mr. Ghoshal and Rahul to hand over just to in front of Council General to being appointed Lothar Matthäus, the Bengal Super League ambassador. And he's ambassador not only for the Super League, but he is ambassador of football to the world. I think the photograph should be coming here is better. Okay, sir, Didi. Yeah. Yeah, now we ask. Mr. Tamal Ghoshal, the chairman of BSL and also chairman of Strategy Sports, to speak about the league.
Good morning, everybody. An afternoon now in India, actually. And so lovely to see you from Munich. And I think there's a lot of static coming from the side. Can everybody get on the mute mode, please? Yeah, thank you. It's such an honor to be on the same table as the great Lothar Matthäus, person we've seen and we've grown up looking at somebody like him. Lothar, thank you so much for being part of this. Besides the fact that you were a football legend, you were an idol person I idealized personally as I grew up in the same age, obviously. And I vividly remember the 1990 moment, and it's like gives me goose pimples to sit on the same table. Thank you. It's such a brilliant honor to be part of this. And thank you, Lothar, for being part of Bengal Super League. Today is all about hearing Lothar, so I will not take too much time. I would just like to lay the agenda of Bengal Super League and our company. We are a very new sports company. We have been in real estate for a long time, but we have in the last, with inspiration of Rahul and his family and all of us together, we've been able to build Strategy Sports into a conglomerate of sports, having 4 verticals, owning teams, including being the champions of hockey in India, Lothar. We are champions of hockey, our team. Cricket teams and football teams. The Bengal Super League as league owners, own sports OTT, which in fact now shows a lot of German content, including DFB Pokal, Women's Bundesliga, the German Handball League, and of course our athlete and training academy, which trains budding people, the young talents in the sports of football and cricket, and moving more and more into more medallion sports, as we look to 2036 Olympics. So I think that's the layout. The Bengal Super League, as I was explaining earlier, that is going to be a special league with 8 teams spread across West Bengal, and it is very important for the Indian football ecosystem because it is going to connect the grassroots to the regional leagues and finally to the national leagues. So it will be all over Bengal, and we would be eagerly looking forward to the unveiling of the teams and the team owners today in the presence of Lothar, and then the league gets underway in December, and I hope this becomes a great connect to great footballing talent. I also take this opportunity to welcome Didi. Didi, thank you for coming all the way. And a few days back, Athlete, our program, our training program, announced a tie-up with FC Ingolstadt, of which Didi is the CEO, former national player. Ingolstadt has one of the largest youth systems in Germany, having with 10,000 people in football schools, and we hope to collaborate with them in creating curriculum, content, training, as well as a passage for our players to come to Germany to train with them, and look at opportunities where some of our players will come and play in Germany. I think that'll be an opportunity which will be a great showcase for our players there. So we really look forward. I think the fact that Lothar has come forward and endorsed gives us great inspiration, and we hope we would be able to do justice to presence, and really most important part of the entire game is to be able to create talent, grassroots talent, and take them forward. Thank you so much, and thank you for all being there.
And I just ask Didi a few words about the football in India, what you're together with this today's moment.
Yeah, first of all, very much for having me here on this panel, and I'm very happy also see Lothar again. So I had the opportunity to play with them one match on the pitch, European qualifier, back then in 1991, I think, after the World Cup victory of Lothar and his team. And I can only congratulate the BSL for having Lothar as an ambassador, because he's one of the best, in case the best player in German football history. And so really congratulations. And he's a a great guy. We are, let's say, born 20 kilometers beneath because we didn't play against in the youth, even if we played in the same city back then. But he's a great guy. He's incredible, engaged in football in Germany as a player, and so afterwards as a responsible and also for the media. So congratulations again. Be a great thing for PSL, also for Lothar, because he was always open-minded in his life and open responsibilities. He was the first taking a responsibility on the pitch, and so he does take the responsibility also here to be a great ambassador for BSL, and congratulations. Yeah, we are really excited. In March, last month, I was very impressed by the interest and to be a playing nation. So I'm really happy also that we could a cooperation between us to support Indian football athlete academies, bringing up grassroots football in India, and also academy football. So try to support you. We don't come to your country saying, so this is Germany. We say this is a cooperation between India and Germany. And so we are happy one of these clubs who can support Indian football in his growth. And yeah, happy to be here. All the best for your league. All the best for the future achievements you will get. I think it's really also a great thing that you are one of the forerunners, a role model for different other companies, clubs in India, bringing football to life, more to life, with 1.5 billion inhabitants. I think there is a lot of talent here, and looking forward lifting up this talent, heights of international football. Thank you very much.
Now, just to quick comments from Rahul about his vision and how Saji Sports BSL athlete swearing to the sky.
Thank you. First of all, welcome to Lothar. Thanks to Didier and the rest of the guests for coming in this early. Thank you to the people in Calcutta. I'm sorry we've been waiting for a bit, but it just took a little bit of time. So as Tamalda is all, this initiative is not a long initiative. The Shrati Sports comes from a lot of passion for sports, a lot of belief that sports is really creates an ecosystem and enables and empowers people and the youth, more importantly. With India bidding for the 2036 Olympics, and recently we won the 2030 Commonwealth Games hosting. Our vision is to 100 medals and more. So that's how the Shrati Sports was formed, with that vision, not only to develop the grassroots, but create platforms like the BSL, where competitive football can be played by both boys and girls going forward. So I won't take much of time. I think everybody's really wishing to hear Lothar, and I'm sure there are many questions. So without much ado, I'll bring you to Lothar. Thank you.
Lothar, you just speak a few words and interact on your journalist. First, you say a few words about it.
Yes, I first come here at the hotel, and I'm very happy to be group. And sure, we have to together in the future. Football is a team sport, and what we like to build in the future. And I heard about the ideas. This is a big job. It's not easy, but when we don't start, we cannot end. For this, we have to work very hard together to make the wishes through, the dreams. And I will be part of this team. Didi told this to you. I'm very open for everything, what is possible, what is not possible. we have dreams, but for the dreams you have to work very hard to make the dreams true. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lothar. Now we are handing over to my colleague there in Kolkata, Boria and Rajat, to take over to start. Do you hear me, Boria and Rajat? Boria, do you hear me? Hello. Okay. The floor is yours.
Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Lothar, once again, privilege, pleasure, honor to speak to you again. Last time we'd done multiple interviews when you were in Delhi. So have the fond memories of interacting with you in Delhi. But just to set things up, what are we doing here? The Bengal Super League is a clear example of sport as soft power. And we've got the world together via technology. We've got one of the greatest, if not the greatest footballer of the 20th century, and perhaps one of the greatest legends that this world has seen, coming together to help Indian grassroots football. Lothar, just to let you know, we've got a lot of our footballing legends here with us in Kolkata today. So let me just take a couple of minutes to set it up before we get into the questions. And a lot of my colleagues, national and in the region, are here virtually. So we've got 80 read out names and we've got Gaur Bangla FC from Malda, Sanjay Sen to be part of that, Kopa Tigers FC from Bolpur, Mihir Bosch to be part of that, Howrah Warriors and Hooghly, Lothar, all these are regions of Bengal in and around Kolkata. So it will, for the first time, connect the state in a manner that we've not seen before. Howrah Warriors, Jose Ramirez Barreto, Sundarban Bengal, from South Chobbish Pargana, Mehtab Hussain is the brand ambassador. Adamas 24 Parganas FC from North Chobbish Pargana, Ranjan Bhattacharya. Bidhannagar FC, Bikash Panji. And Bardhaman Asansol Blasters, that entire region, is Sanjay Majhi. Plus, we've got a lot of our footballing legends, as I said, and I'm also announcing the names for people who are here. Alok Mukherjee, Amit Bhadro, Prashanto Banerjee, Dulal Bishwas, Atanu Bhattacharya, Bhaskar Ganguly, Alvito Dikuna, Sule Musa, Deepak Mondol, Oshim Bishwas, Denson Devdas, Dipankar Roy, Rahim Nabi, Jayanto Sen, Shubhashish Rai Chaudhary, Abhishek Das, and Shomik De. The idea behind all of these legends for the first time coming together is to give it back to Bengal football and to Indian football. So there, the challenge with leadership from Germany, from none other than Lothar Matthäus. This is a coming together of the globe in a manner that we've not seen before in Indian football. This will be telecast with Z Sports, our partners, on Z Bangla Shonar. We've also got with us here Shamrat Ghosh, Chief Cluster Officer North and East, and Jalaluddin Mondol, Chief Channel Officer of Z Bangla Shonar, and our recognition to Bhavesh Janvlekar, Head of Z Sports. That's the setup. Do not want to waste time. Lothar, first question to you. You know, you've come to India before, but never have been involved in a program which can uplift Indian grassroots football. We keep hearing there is talent. Do you think that a franchise-based regional tournament like this can actually nurture talent at the grassroots and make Indian football a footballing powerhouse maybe a decade from now?
You have to start with small steps, and I think what I told before, when you don't start, you cannot finishing. And yeah, this is a project what I think can be very interesting and has future. And for this, we have to work very hard. We have to work fast as possible together. We have to know each other, what we can, in which way we can profit it. And sure, I will give all my expertise and my experience to this project, and I hope I can help in this way, how I can help, but we have to do it together, and for this I thought we have to work like a team, yeah, with all the quality what we have, and with the power and the energy, and then it's everything possible. But sure, now it's very small, sounds very small, but we can improve it and we can make it bigger and bigger. The project is starting, and on the end we will see how is the result. But without work, you will not get the result.
So what he said is think locally, act globally, and we will see the impact globally. So let me quickly toss to a 1-minute video celebrating the legendary Lothar Matthäus, and we will come back with a question. That answer by Lothar sets it up. Here's, ladies and gentlemen, a video celebrating the greatness of Lothar Matthäus.
There are players who play the game, and then there are those who change it forever. From the streets of Germany to the grandest arenas on earth, one man led with courage, skill, and the heart of a true champion. World Cup winner, Ballon d'Or winner, FIFA Player of the Year, a name written in golden letters in the story of world football. Discipline, passion, pride. That same spirit lives here in Bengal, where every lane echoes with football chants, where every dream begins with a ball at their feet. And now, that spirit finds a new home, a new mission, a new league. Presenting our official league ambassador, the best to have ever played the beautiful game, the one and only, Lothar Matthäus.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you officially Lothar Matthäus as the brand ambassador of the Bengal Super League. I will ask one more before I go to Rajabda, the voice of SSCN. Lothar, a league like this, I mean, not just players, but also administrators, medical staff, analysts, commentators, the larger footballing ecosystem also develops as a kind of byproduct. How important do you think a league like this can kind of stimulate the development of the entire Indian and regional footballing ecosystem from your experience in Germany?
We have to start, and we have to start in each detail, not only on the field, around. The team has a team behind, and we have to work professional. We have to give not everybody who is involved has to give the best in his way for the team. On the field, the coach. Behind, we need the medical staff, we need equipment, we need everything. We need an organizer, and we need a clean way, plan. What you have to do in the next years to improve the football and in India. And I think this league has future. For this, I'm sitting here. When I don't believe, I will not be here and will spend time and lose time, because I like to see, or I see we have potential. We have people who want a result, like me too. And I can only repeat, when we work hard together, then I think it's everything possible to improve the football, not only in the region, in all India. And I think this is the idea. India, I think they have the dream to play one time a World Cup. They will not play tomorrow the World Cup and not next year, but maybe in the future is this the same possible. And when each region is working very hard, then you can find the talent, you give them the good coach. For this, I'm very, very happy to have this relationship with Titi Beiersdorf and his club here in Germany, because we have this experience. You have the experience in cricket. We have it maybe more in football, and in this way, you can profit right now in the football from Germany. Maybe the Germans can profit in the future from India in cricket. This is the life, and we will give our best. Titi, I know he's very professional. He told we know each other a long time ago, and We had a lot of games, we had a lot of experience, and in different ways. He was working not only on the field, he was manager from many football clubs in Germany, and all this experience, how the marketing and all the things around football. It's now so important. This was 30, 40 years ago. It was not like this, but now football is a sport, make people happy, but it's a big business. And we have here, I am not the businessman. I know what's happened on the field, how we can build the right construction for results. Didi has another experience, and I think when you make this experience together and you bring this experience together, then you have on the end the right result, what we want. Always a result is important, no? And not now for one season. I think this project needs more time. You have to calculate maybe for a couple of years, but yeah, again, we have to start.
Absolutely, and just to let you know, in the 1860s, about 160 years back, French and German cricket was very popular. I've taught in multiple universities, so Germany used to play cricket, which was pretty popular at that point. So you've just given me a headline. India will take football from Germany and Germany will take cricket from India. On that note, I'll keep slipping my questions to you, but it's time to go to my colleague, Rajat Shubro Mukherjee, the voice of SSCN Sports and also the face of SSCN Sports, to ask you the next question. Rajat.
Yeah, good afternoon, Lothar. I have a very simple question. What is your suggestion how India can upgrade its football standard in the world arena? Do you believe that youth development through academy can be a good option to promote the Indian football?
Yeah, all academies can help to improve, but I think we have to start in a young age. You cannot start, it's like in the school. When a child is going in a school with 50 years, how he can learn? You have to start earlier. The school start in Germany. We are 6 years old. We go to the school, and we need in the school the same very good teacher. And this is a football too. You have to give in the academies the best coaches, because when you start with unprofessional coaches in the youth team, how they can be professional later. We have to give time and invest for young players who are our future. And I think we have to plan it, how we plan it. We will talk, we will speak, we will give each other the experience, because I cannot say we German or some German guy is coming to India and change the football in India. This is not possible, but we have to work together. We have to listen what is in mind from another side and what we can do then in the best way together to make the results.
Thank you very much. The next one, I'll slip one quick one and then go to my colleagues from the national media. You know, one of Germany's strengths, Lothar, and it's connected to what you just said, has been the professionalism of even its lower tier clubs. What advice would you give owners of the BSL franchises, and we've got a lot of team owners today here, on building strong, sustainable clubs with proper community engagement? Because professionalism has been lacking in Indian football, especially at the grassroots.
Yeah, we have to give them the best possibilities what is possible. When you have, I told, because of the teacher in the school, needs to send the nice school buildings, the equipment, and in the school. And I'd like to speak sometime about school because everybody can understand it. In the football, yes, you need a good dressing room. You need a good home place. The academy is not only a football field. This is something behind. Yes, you have meeting rooms. Yes, you need the medical stuff. You need everything, and I think you cannot invest only in a football player or in a one coach. You have to invest in everything what is included in the football, and this investment for future is for me always the younger generation. When you have the younger generation, because somebody who is now 30, he has not so much time to improve, and we will build a team, and we will make the results in the future. And for this, I think Sure, we have to start with the teams, but we don't have to think only for the players who are more than 18 years old. We have to think more for the younger generation, and we have to give them the best option too. And not only the first team, we have to give the youth teams the same option to enjoy the football, to learn from the coaches, and to feel happy.
Thank you. It's time now to go to Shubhajit Mojumdar from Anandabajar Potrika to ask the next question. Shubhajit.
Good afternoon, Lothar. Do you have any plan to visit Kolkata and watch the Bengal Super League matches?
We was talking about the meeting here in the hotel in Germany, and my idea is to come to Kolkata as soon as possible, maybe next month.
Okay, so next month is when Kolkata will be able to witness Lothar Matthäus physically here guiding the Bengal Super League. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, next is Ritayon Basu from News 18 to ask the next question.
Hi, Lothar. My question is, how important is fan engagement, given that Germany's history and culture of having fans have a say in footballing matters?
We don't speak about the history of Germany. I like to look forward because I learn from the history. I get the experience in the history, but I look forward and I have to see what is possible. I have to speak with you guys in India, and here in Germany we have different mentality maybe for football, and I'd like to know from you what we can do together. And I told you, I cannot say I come and I say we have to go left, we go everybody left, and you like to go right. We have to find the right direction together, and for this, it's very important for me to meet you guys. And everything what is possible. And then I think then we can talk what we can do together in the future to improve the football.
Yeah, apologies there because the national media is all virtually present from different parts of the country. So one got unmuted and that's why the echo happened. In fact, may I please go to the head of ANI Sport, Vivek Prabhakar Singh, who joins us from Delhi. Vivek, if you have a question for the great Lothar Matthäus, can you just unmute Vivek? Only Vivek Prabhakar Singh, otherwise there'll be an
Yes,
echo.
I do. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Yeah. My question is to Lothar. Like, there have been a lot of plans for grassroots development of football in India and other sports too. I mean, how different is this going to be? Because the whole idea is to promote the sport at the grassroots level, and Bengal has produced a lot of greats in the country. But unfortunately, our football rank says the story that we are languishing behind. And how will it help this in the longer run, and how different it is than other leagues?
Just mute Vivek, please. Otherwise, there'll be an echo.
Yeah, I told before, football is not only a football team. The football to improve is everything. Yes, the facilities and the training facilities. Yeah? We need training grounds, and not only for one team. We have to build in each team what's happened behind and what's happened in the future, and we need the places where we can have the training session. Where we can build the players, and I think I cannot say from here now what we have to do. First, I have to see what we have, and then we can maybe find the steps what we have to do better to give better options.
Okay, thank you. Let me also acknowledge the presence of Shoibal Bosch from the Times of India. Shoibal, do you want to ask a question, or you're okay? But if you do, just let me know. We've also got Shogato Ganguly from Bardhaman. Do you want to ask a question, please? Yes.
Hi, Lothar. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to talking to you. Hello. And my question is, World Cup is coming. So how do you see Germany's chance this time in the 2026 World Cup?
We are the favorite. No, it's a joke. Yes, Germany. What I can say about Germany, when we when we remember the last two World Cups, we was going home after the first three games. In Russia, we had a group stage and we go home. And same in Qatar. And now the last games was the same, not brilliant from the German team. But I hope the team will find each other. We have very good players. We have really very good players. We have the same young, talented player who are the future for the German football. What I was talking before about India, we need the same, the good young generation, because we're looking forward, not backwards. And yes, Germany, when we can really qualificate for World Cup, what is normally for me done, but the football is crazy. We have two more games. We have to win both games, and then we are safe 2026 play this World Cup. For me, sure, you have better teams in this moment worldwide. My favorite teams are France and Spain, maybe Argentina. I don't follow the Argentine national team so much. I see more the results. So Brazil with Ancelotti, we will wait what he can do there. Was not performed very well in the last years too. But Germany, World Cup, everybody start by zero. Germany, when they can play and don't have important players who are injured, they can go under the top four. I think we have still the quality of players who can be concurrent for the first places. But there are many teams. You can see it more and more. Small countries, football countries, qualified for the World Cup. Countries who was never playing a World Cup. You see, this is everything possible when you believe and when you work hard. And we Germans, we hope we have better results than in the last two World Cups. This is not very difficult, but in football, it's everything possible. And yes, we have players, and I believe the coach, I believe the team, but this is 8 months more time to start the World Cup, and for this it's very difficult to make a prognosis now. In this moment, we will be happy when we qualificate in the next two games, and then we are looking forwards and make step by step the preparation for the World Cup. And I hope the coach make the right decision with the system and with the players, and then is coming the team spirit, and then we will show what's happened.
Okay, so there you have your headline, including the favorites. Okay, let me go to my friend at number 1. Nationally has put his hand up. Sahil Bakshi from NDTV. To ask your question, please unmute Sahil, only Sahil, so that we get the audio. Yes, please, Sahil, fire away.
Yeah, hi Lothar. I wanted to understand, since the Bundesliga has produced some of the finest talents in the world and nurtured many, which Bundesliga models, especially at the grassroots level, would you like the Bengal Super League or Indian football in general to incorporate?
Oh, we are happy. We have our championship. We have the same very interesting competition. Mostly Bayern Munich is a favorite. We have after tomorrow we have a big game here in Munich. We play again. Bayern Munich is playing against Borussia Dortmund. It's the first against the second. Both teams lost their last game 4 or 5 months ago. They are both in good condition, and I think you can see this game live in India somewhere. I don't know which TV rights has India for this game or which TV channel send it, but I think it's a great game tomorrow in Germany. Germany is looking to Munich tomorrow. The football worldwide is looking to Munich because it's the same like when it's playing Real Madrid against Barcelona or Manchester United against Liverpool. This is our game, our top game, but we have beautiful football here in Germany. We have attractive football. The Bundesliga, they are scoring the most goals in the world. And we have beautiful stadiums. Our stadium sold out, and really, this really make me happy to have every week this atmosphere, this quality of the games here in front of me, because I work for the TV station, and I'm every Saturday in the stadium, and not only in Munich. Tomorrow I am in Munich for this game, but I go sometime to Dortmund, I am sometime in Berlin, I am sometime in Hamburg, everywhere where it's playing Bundesliga, and I'm very happy, and I think as we can be proud of our system, we can be proud of our stadiums, and we can be proud of the atmosphere, what we can feel in the stadium. Football is the most important sport in Germany for the fans, and it's not only for the adults, it's the same for the kids, and this is the same. I was talking a lot about the future, and it's the same. The kids who are coming in the stadium, maybe we will see them in 15, 20 years in the German national shirt. Everything can be happen, but Germany is very interested about football.
Thank you very much. It's time to go to two of our legends, Sanjay Sen, one of our greatest coaches, best coaches, and somebody who's done fantastic work in the Indian footballing realm. Sanjay da, question for Lothar.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon, Lothar. I hope that you know the structure of this Bengal Football League. And my question is that since the players who are participating in this league, the minimum age is you can have 3 under-19 players. And most of the players are maybe 20, 24, 25 and all. So my question is how it is going to help the grassroots actually, because we are not nurturing the grassroots players and all, but we are playing with those minimum under 19 players and most of the players over age. So how it is going to help the grassroots? That's my question.
No, you can make you have to plan it, and you have to make decision, and sure, maybe I had this experience. Maybe you have to make it fix a plan to have 3 players under 21 or 5 players under 21 in the first team or in the squad. Doesn't matter. I don't know the quality of the players. I don't know in which level they are playing, and I know how many talented players you have. But I think especially the most important for a football player, especially for a young football player, is to get practice in the competition, not only training session with the coach. And congratulations for your result last year. And this is for me the most important, the practice. The experience to get, and you improve when you have games. Only training will not give you the way to go up. You need game practice, and for this I think can be idea. You have minimum 3 or 5 players under 21 in the first team, and then you practice them, and then they can improve. But when you have for example, 10 players, they are over 30. Maybe they have the experience, but they don't help you so much about the future, because they are going a little bit less and less. And the younger generation, they come with their power, with their speed, with the good teaching from the coaches, maybe up. You have to find the right balance, I think. I don't like to speak about not only the age, but I think you need the balance between the young, talented players and all the experienced players. You have it in Munich too, with Manuel Neuer, with Kimmich. You have experienced players, they're playing 10, 15 years in Bayern Munich on the highest level, not only in Bundesliga and Champions League, in the national team. And I think this can be the same idea in India generally, when you have a system where a young player has to play, has to be in the squad, and has to be on the field.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Hello. Yeah. I thought that was a great answer. 2 points I took from that, balance and the blend between experience and youth. Time to go to Zafarda. Zafarda, you have a quick question? Yeah, take this.
Guten Tag from Kolkata, the place where Oliver Kahn played his last game, and I met my all-time great player, Gerd Muller, here in Kolkata, in India. He was here. My question is, yes, so Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he mentioned a village in Madhya Pradesh where Bears Hopper, he is there, Bears Dropper, he promised to train some of the boys in that in Germany. So what about that? And regarding the qualification of Cape Verde, what would you say about Cape Verde? And do the current Indian, this Germany team have this player like Lothar Matthäus or Beckenbauer in the squad? The same talent?
Zafarda has asked you 3 questions, Lothar. I'll give you one by one. You can take them. The qualification of Cape Verde, just about a couple of days back, very few people, population so less, qualifying for the World Cup. That was question number 1. The World Cup qualification.
Yes, I told before small countries qualified for the World Cup 2026. I would like to tell you only what is possible with Cape Verde, for example. They have 500,000 people. I heard before India has 1.5 billion. This is the biggest country in the world and biggest number in the world. And you see what is possible when you have the idea, when you have a good idea, when you have players there, they love to play football and they have the passion. And sure, we have in India, and I believe you have talented player in India, but you have to find them. And it's a big job. Yeah, it's a big job, but they are in India somewhere. They are. Maybe on the street what you don't know, in a village where you was never scouting maybe some player. And this is the same, the system what India generally has to do, to scout the players. Yes? They're not coming to you. You have to find them on the street. This is in Africa like this. This is I and Didi, we learn on the street to play football, not on a football field, not on the grass. Yes, you have to go. Yeah, the scouts has to look on the grounds where they are playing, on the streets where they're playing, and not only in the big cities, in the small cities, because they have time to play. What they can do, yeah, sure, they play maybe another sport. But when you see the kids, when they play on the street, then you can find maybe some player who is maybe better than the others. And then you have to make contact with them, with the parents, and then you invite him for some training session to your club, and you have to motivate them. The motivation is very important. And sure, small countries go to the World Cups, and this has to give us the feeling we can do it too. Why not? But you have to do it. And I congratulate Cape Verde for the qualification, and Uzbekistan is the same qualified for the World Cup. This is the same the first time. It's not the biggest football country, but they make the results. And I think nobody was believing 10 or 15 years ago in Cape Verde or in Uzbekistan to play World Cup 2026 in North America. Nobody, but they are doing this because they was working very hard and they was making the right way. And everything is possible, I think so.
Fantastic. And the next question was, is there somebody as talented as Lothar Matthäus in the current German team? That's what he had asked.
It's different football. I finished my career 25 years ago, and I was very happy with the results, with the fun what I had, and with everything. Football is still my passion. For this, I am working for the TV channels to be in the stadium. I was coaching the same 10 years teams in Europe, and I'm really very happy to be still so close to the football because this makes me happy. And when we speak about a player in Germany, yes, we have leaders. We have talented players. Florian Wirtz, who is playing now in Liverpool, Jamal Musiala, they are 21, 22 years old. They have all their life ahead. They have minimum 10, 15 years more to play on the highest level football. You have Joshua Kimmich, who has more than 100 caps for the German national team. He is now 30. He can play another 5, 6 years. Maybe he can break my record with 150 games for the national team. Everything is possible, but we have very good players under our under 21 national team. There was in the European Championship final, they lost against England. I think there was a better team, but on the end they lost. But we in Germany, we have a lot of talented players. And sure, when you ask me who can be maybe the next German player who win the Golden Ball or something like this, or Ballon d'Or, Golden Ball, yeah, Musiala and Wirtz, they're my favorites. But we have another two, but they are now on a good way. They play on the highest level with their team, not only in the national team. They play with Liverpool, Wirtz in the Premier League. Musiala is injured, but he's a key player from Bayern Munich, and this was 21. With 21, I was not a key player for Bayern Munich. I was working very hard to be a key player for Bayern Munich and the national team. When I was 21, I was not a player in the national team. I was coming from the bench mostly, and they have time, and they are so and so in so good way, in so good position. And I think yes, we have really players who can be in the couple of years the best player in the world.
So modest, humble, and optimistic. That's what sums up that answer. Last 3 questions in this press interaction before I go back to Germany and hand it over to Rahul for a formal closure. Let me go to Shayan Mukherjee from TV9, one of our most prolific football writers. Shayan, wherever you are, if we could get you, please. Shayan Mukherjee. Shayan, if you're there. Do we have you there? Shayan? Not there? Not there? Okay. Let me then go to Aswathi Santosh, if you are there. Not there? Okay, let me go to Kolkata once more, and I'll come back with a couple more questions for the national media. Tomal Mukherjee from Khalar Khela. Quick question, please.
Lothar, very good afternoon. Tomal from Khalar Khela and attached with All India Radio Calcutta also. I have just one question. Do you feel this type of tournament can improve the Indian football in future?
Speak about the future in India when I don't know the football in India. For me, it's completely new. And for this, I like to come as soon as possible to India to get a little bit the feeling for the football. Sure, you have a lot of championships. You have your players, but it's better to speak about something when you know more and you see what's going on, how it's working the league, how it's the system. As I have to understand the football in India, what means this for the people, yes, but how it's a construction. And then when you give me this time, and I will give you better answers in the future.
Okay. From 90R Football India, Shomraj, if you could ask your question of Lothar, please.
Hello.
Shomraj? Yes.
Am I audible? So, hi Lothar. You have been one of the finest midfielders of all time. Although your main position was attacking midfielder, but you did play in multiple positions like holding midfielder, defensive midfielder, or even as a sweeper. So my question is, how a young player can adapt to multiple positions and what mindset should they develop for that? And secondly, since many modern players prefer sticking to one role, what qualities or traits do you believe define an ideal midfielder?
Yes, you're right. I was playing each position in the midfield. This was depend of my teammates. I start like a number 6. This was a holding midfielder. Was attacking the playmaker from another team. Then later I was playing box to box, working very hard in the defense, score goals in the offense. And sometime I had the same, not only the shirt number 10, I was playing the number 10 position. But generally, I was not player who was thinking only about his position. I was thinking about the team in which position they need me most in the moment. Because when my team has the ball, it's easy to play in of position. But when another team had the ball and you have to work very hard for the defense, then you cannot say, oh, on my shirt is number 10. I played a number 10 position. I have to walk like a number 6 too. Doesn't matter which number you have on your shirt. And this is a modern football. You cannot say, hey, you have a position and there you have to play. You have to play there where they need you. And I think I was really in my time a player who feel the situation where you have to be and what is more important for the team and not for myself. I was not Messi, who is standing and 10 players are walking for him in the defense. This is their style, and the style has results. But in my career, I was walking always for the team and running for the teams and fighting for the team. Where they need me, and this is generally for this. Maybe the people recognized my career. Hey, he was not a number 10. Sometimes he was a number 10, but he was a number 6. Yes, he was a number 6. Or he was the box-to-box player, and this was my style of football. Not only to be in one place, to be on the best place, what helps the team for the result.
Lothar, I said 3 questions, but I've got 2 women journalists also wanting to ask, so with your permission, one more. But first, Deep, your question quickly.
Good afternoon, Lothar. My question is, do you think this upcoming World Cup being a 48 teams competition might reduce the excitement? As Jamie Carragher said, nobody wants to watch matches like Tunisia versus Cape Verde. Do you think teams like India has a chance with this increased number of teams?
Sure, you have with 48 teams, you have better option to qualificate. Brazil is always qualified. Spain is always qualified. But this more teams give smaller football countries the chance to qualificate for the World Cup. It's we were speaking always about the games, how much games, and this is one game more. It's 1 week longer, the World Cup. It's 1 game more. I think we have to give them the chance, and I think it's really very good for the smaller countries. The big countries, they say, oh, 1 week longer World Cup, 1 game more. The players need holidays and relaxing and recovering. Everything is okay, but for the smaller teams, it's very good. You have 16 teams more, because this means Asia has maybe 4 teams more in the World Cup. Africa has 3-4 teams more in the World Cup. Europe too, and South America. And on the end, I think everybody will be happy. Before the tournament, countries are crying, or players are crying, or coaches are crying, oh, so long and so many games, and on the end, everybody will be happy. And I think the biggest problem for me next year is in the World Cup, because I was 3 years ago in Qatar. We had no distance in Qatar, because the stadium was close to each other. The journalists and the fans, they're coming to Qatar, they check in on the first day in the hotel, and after 30 days, they was going out from their room and was not flying from one place to another. In America, Mexico, and Canada, big distance, big time difference, temperature difference. This is a bigger, for me, the biggest problem next year, how they manage this, and especially for the fans. The football team are always very good organized, but you, like a football fan, has to fly from Mexico to Vancouver. This is a flight from 9 hours. You have 5 hours time difference. You have 20 degrees difference, and This is, for me, the biggest problem, not the World Cup with 48. It's good for Cape Verde, it's good for Uzbekistan, maybe can be good for big countries too, like football countries, because when I see the European qualification, yeah, boah, there are teams, they have to play the playoff to be happy. We have 3 places more. We European have 3 places more. Maybe Italy can qualify after 12 years the first time. This can be, and this gives us the chance. And sure, it's the same for India. It's a bigger chance to qualify. Sure, you have 4 more places, easier, better. Yeah, but on another end, all the other countries think the same. You get not a place for free. You have to work very hard.
I thought that was a fantastic answer, because it's fan first. Ultimately, in our celebration of legends and cups and teams and tournaments, we forget about the centrality of the fan and the 3 countries that Lothar mentioned, Mexico to Vancouver. That, I think, is the key problem for the success of World Cup 2026. 2 more questions, as I said, from 2 young women journalists. So far, very gendered audience, and all of you there as well, very men. So I would really like to bring equality into this and make this slightly more not so male. So to Shorjani first, and then to Mohor.
Thank you, sir. Hello, I'm a huge fan of yours. So, sir, my question to you was, how do you feel women's football should improve? I mean, what are the areas that the women's football team should focus upon?
I followed the women football, not only the last 12 months, I followed the women football the last 20, 30 years. I was watching football games from women. This was not football for me 40 years ago. And when I see football from women today, they play very well. They're not only looking good, they're playing very well. Yes, they're playing with a system, they have power, they have technique, they give good passes. And I have a couple of live games in the year from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is not only the champion in the men football, they are the champion and the cup winner in Germany in the women football. And sometimes I am in the stadium. I was 2 months or 6 weeks ago in the opening game. They played against Bayer Leverkusen. They won. But fantastic, I like it very much. And there, I was working very hard 40 years ago. For me, it was a no-go, sorry, I say it. But now, fashion, attractive, football, looks like football, and football was going the same like by men's, faster. And I say, hey, welcome in the football family. And without women football, I think we will miss some things. Congratulations for this, what the women are doing now, and really they play very well.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's sporting equality for you, and perhaps the way forward. And yes, all of us have seen the progress in the last few years. Mohor, the last one.
Hello, sir. I basically wanted to ask if there's any advice that you would like to give out to the young Indian players who are aspiring to play at the international level.
Advice to the Indian players who are playing at the international level?
Go to the place when you have time, after your homework or before your homework. Training, training, training. Passes, passes, passes. Shoots, shoots, shoots. Play football. Only with football. When you play, you can improve. When you are in front of, or when you play with your iPhone and you watch television, you cannot improve your football. Please go to the street, go to the places, find friends, and play football. Practice every day when it's possible.
Okay. So we've come to the formal end of the press meet. Just mute everyone, please. Mute everyone. Yeah. So we've come to the formal end of the press meet. Before I hand it back to Rahul, Lothar mentioned that he retired some years back. And he did. He's enthralled us all. We've felt inspired, we've felt motivated, and we've each learned the trait of resilience, of courage, of conviction, and of course, of potential. But today, he's coming back from retirement in a new garb. in a garb of being the brand ambassador to help Indian grassroots football develop. So look forward to having you back with us physically as perhaps the captain in a new avatar to guide Indian football forward. To take every question with the patience that you showed us, showed you as a human being, so nobody could have been a better ambassador for the Bengal Super League. Thank you very much, Lothar Matthäus, and everyone on the dais. Back to you, Rahul and Tomal, for the last part of this program.
Yes, thank you very much for your time, guys, and I am happy to see you soon in Calcutta, and I hope you are the same present like today, because I surprised how many people are you around. Like here in Munich, we are not only we five on the stage, you see it, we have the same, many people are sitting here close to us, and this is the spirit what we need for the future.
Thank you, Lothar. Thank you, Lothar. Thank you from my colleagues and journalists, and also the franchise owner in Kolkata, and hear all about here. And once again, thank you, Lothar. Thank you, Didi. And what a wonderful moment with you always, Lothar. You're always a pleasure. Your smile brings more and more sunny in Germany. And now I've just concluding words from Rahul to wrap up and have a formally vote of thanks or whatever.
Thank you. First of all, thank you to everybody who's come and had to wait some time for this event to start back in Calcutta. And thank you, Lothar. Thank you, Didier. Our Council General has just left, so I would like to thank Mr. Sinha. His family is here. So thank you, and thank you everybody who's come here. And it's really encouraging that, this event, this league is getting the kind of traction and the support that we have. I thank all the team owners who have come there and being a part of this league. I want to thank each one personally. I want to thank Samrat, Bhavesh, and the others from the Z broadcasting company. Without your support, this football would not reach to the millions and billions of eyes that we intend to reach. So thank you for believing in this journey. Thank you for believing in BSL. And more than that, thank you for believing in Indian football. So thank you, everybody, and have a great day. Bye.
Okay, so thank you very much, Rahul, and to all our guests here. Lunch will be served soon. I hope you guys enjoy a good lunch in Germany as well. Slightly late for us, slightly early for you. Once again, sport brings us together. Thank you very much, everyone, for being part of this wonderful event. Lothar, see you in Calcutta sooner than later. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello. Franchise owners, Kolkata media would want to take a photograph together, please. So if you could kindly come together for a photograph for the Kolkata media. Thank you very much.
Thank you.